Guys, I thought I'd give you a little update. It's really early in the morning on a Friday at the moment. I just literally threw on some Hudson Lighting uniform and thought I'd just come in and just finish off or put an order on test. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about what's going on today. So I'm going to go to the unit at 10:30 and go again because basically, so at the moment I've tried to set a completion date as Tuesday next week. I think the solicitors are now trying to push that away, which is good. We were basically trying to get them to allow us to do alterations in the lease in terms of when to put some petitions and stuff upstairs, and now that has been pulled. So I might try and it's basically been pulled because basically the consultants etc are really difficult to work with. They're like, oh, we think you should involve building control for petitions and whatever, and it's like, building control ain't going to be interested in that. That's not in their realm of what they do. So yeah, I don't know, everyone's just trying to pass the buck and cover their ass, and then you can't get anything done in any reasonable time, and I can't wait any longer. So we had someone in our village has put a deposit down on the container, and he needs the container within a quite short time frame. So that is being, at the moment, it's booked to be moved along with, because the HIAB costs £900. So we're having it for the day, and we're going to move the lathe and stuff as well in the same day. So it means we have to move on that day. So that is booked for Monday, not Monday coming, Monday after. So we absolutely need to complete before then. I want to complete way before then, really. If we complete by Tuesday next week, it gives me a bit of time to do some work in terms of getting airlines in and getting power in. I really don't want any downtime when we move in. So fingers crossed that we actually complete them. After I go to see the unit, I need to go see a local solicitors to get a document signed that basically says that we're, what it is in our lease, we've got no guarantee of extending the lease once it's finished. Like the landlord could say, no, actually we're not going to offer you an extension of lease, which is fine, because in 5 years' time, there ain't no way we're going to be there. We'll have outgrown it. I reckon we'll have outgrown this place in 2 years. So that's not a problem at all. I'm okay with signing that. But it's annoying because you have to go down to the solicitors and get them to witness it under oath. Yeah. Crazy, right? You'd think it wouldn't be like that for commercial, but yeah, it is. So I'm going to go do that. I've got a profit first meeting with the accountant before that on Zoom. Before all of that, I think I've not had a shower in like 2 days. That sounds disgusting, right? But do you know what it is? I love having morning showers, and I don't really get to get that at the moment because the kids have been getting up quite late. I don't want to wake them up, and the shower's really noisy, and then I'm coming in here really early. But I mean, luckily the house is here, so I'm going to go and I'm going to have a later lunch and later breakfast and a shower. And get that out of the way and look a little bit more presentable, have a shave, I think. Yeah, usual bits. So that's that. Machinery wise, at the moment we're kind of leaning more towards Nakamura over everything else. Yeah, I know that's kind of a shock. I've said Doosan for ages, and Doosan have gone really quiet on me actually. It was kind of weird, but yeah, I mean it's probably not manifesting that anymore, maybe, because I'm kind of like going, actually no, I want that. So I think we're going to get Nakamura. It's similar money, pretty much the same money as the Doosan, but Nakamura they just specialise in lathes, and so that's ideal, because if you specialise in lathes, you're going to be good at lathes, so that's what we want. What else is going on? We've got so we had Liam, who's a new apprentice, came in and did a trial day a couple of weeks ago now, I think. He starts when we move. We've got another guy named Joe, who is currently doing an apprenticeship elsewhere, doing machinery, working on CNC mills, etc. And he's going to be made redundant where he's at, because they're stopping it's a German-owned company, and they're stopping their manufacturing in the UK, full stop, July sometime. So he's looking for somewhere else to sort of carry on his apprenticeship, I guess. So when we move, he's going to come down and see what we're about. I've obviously with two machines, we'll be able to afford another operator. That wouldn't be a problem at tool. I'm trying to think what else is going on at the moment. I think that's near enough it. Yeah. I mean, we spent a lot of money. We got Freddie come in. We bought a new powder coating gun, which was the Freddie was like, I think it's £1,700 or £1,800 plus the VAT. The powder coating gun was like £3,600 plus the VAT. I mean, we're spending money like drinking water at the moment. It's kind of crazy. So reserves, etc., aren't that great at the minute, especially with like the move and kind of needing a deposit for like the Nakamura or whatever. Interestingly, with finance, well, if you could say it's interesting, you might not find it interesting, but with finance at the moment, it's just a bit of a struggle. You know, like if you look up Hudson Lighting, on paper, it's a loss. But I don't know if I really put this out, but I was talking beginning of the year. Someone kind of emailed. It was a customer, and they were like kind of interested in investing. And there was a bit of back and forth about it, and it was quite interesting. I was intrigued, but kind of what they were offering and whatnot didn't really work with what if I was going to get an investor, what I would want. So that didn't happen. But interesting, I will say this is, I'd say interesting at the time is that from then, and the figures we were talking about then, we've basically like doubled our turnover, and upped our profit quite considerably. So as much as on paper the company's loss is carrying a loss over, in the cash point of view, it's doing all right. You know, like I say, other than having to buy all this extra equipment, like the cash positions were really good. Are still really good, I suppose. You know, we've not got anything to worry about. So the move, etc., is going to be costly. I always knew that. It's going to be a tough time just for a little bit while we do that. But the gains that we're going to get from moving are going to be absolutely huge. We reckon that just by space, without doing anything different, we're going to gain 10% more efficiency, because at the moment I can't even tell you what it looks like when it's 6 people in here. It's just crazy, and it just isn't working, and we're really on top of each other, so we really need to move as quickly as we possibly can. But yeah, so that's coming. Yeah, so as I was saying with finance, because of being in a loss, it's quite hard to get finance. You know, it will be. I get that. I get when banks look at stuff, they're like, well, you know, I don't think we're really going to lend to you, given that you're, you know, on paper you're not that good. And it's weird because my old company, my old electrical contractors, that isn't even trading anymore. Like the finance guys keep saying, oh well, we could try and put it against that company. I'm like, how can you put it against that company? And like, well, on paper, you know, like it looks good. And I'm like, yeah, but on paper it looks good, but it's had no money going into it for like over a year. You know, like, and the money it was having in was just percentages left over from other jobs and stuff like that someone else was taking over, kind of thing, and that's gone now. It's just, and so it's crazy sometimes that they'll look at paper. So when I was doing finance applications, I kind of said, look at my last 3-4 months bank statements, then tell me. And they have, and they're actually then going, oh, okay, oh well, actually, yeah, you know, you guys looking all right. So yeah, it's hard because the lathes, the Doosan or the Nakamura, you know, 123 to 125 grand, plus the VAT. It's a lot of money. It's a hell of a lot of money. You know, is it a mortgage? You know, it's not okay. No, not really in these days. I mean, when I was younger, I'm 33, but when I was like 18, 19, I remember flats being in Croydon for under 100. Yeah, I mean studios, but still, you know, it's crazy. But yeah, so that's a bit difficult at the minute. We'll see what we're waiting for a few brokers to come back. And I've got another option with the recovery loan scheme. I don't know if you've seen that at all. But Starling are offering that at the moment, so I've applied with them as well, just to see whether or not there's any option there, because being that it's government backed, as long as you meet their criteria, I think they're more likely to approve it, and then the percentages are reasonable. Whereas with these other organisations, it looks like the percentages we're looking at are like 10-11%, which is kind of crazy. And we've been debating about it in here. I mean, like, it is a lot of money, it's a lot of extra money a month and whatever, but at the same time, that machine is going to make us so much more, we're going to be so much more efficient, we're going to get stuff done. So yeah, that's the main thing. So yeah, so I mean, this one's probably going to come off. I don't know what we're doing about. So that's so again, unit. I'm going to go see it later today. And I don't know what we're going to do about petitions and stuff. I think we're going to kind of try and do something where technically it would be furniture. So the walls, I'm thinking about making the walls and whatever the rooms in their own kind of like boxes, without a floor, maybe without a ceiling. And if it's on wheels or something like that, then it's furniture. I don't know, you know, like, so I don't have to worry about the alterations on the whole unit situation. I don't know. I'd love to know if you guys have got any ideas, but I'm trying to work it out and trying to decide what's going on. And then yeah, so this morning I came in anyway and built some lights, and I was going through some bits and pieces, and all these little LEDs have got the red LED round the wrong way, so I'll have to have a word with one of the guys. There's always something going on, isn't there? Problems are never there's always like little bits and pieces that yeah, not quite right. Anyhow, I'll stop boring you, and we'll see you later. Right, opinions, guys. Oh, I think the landlord has taken the piss a bit. So I'm probably going to take the unit the way it is now. So as you can see, there's a hole in the ceiling there, wonderful. It's been left. The builders obviously are crap. I mean, the paintwork is awful. But maybe it's not the builder's fault, maybe it's just the budget they've got, but to me it's been lashed in. I mean, look, there's paint even on the cable down there and whatever. Anyway, all this trunking and stuff's been left as it is, holes in it, holes in it, holes in it. The cupboards were taken out after, because apparently they'd forgotten. Charlie was really good, he remembered and basically said, oh, these cupboards are meant to be taken out. So they did take them out, but they haven't redecked it. And because we want to move next week, they've left it as is. So yeah, I don't think... So like the alarm obviously up here isn't working, and entry phone's left off, so good knows what the hell has gone on there. Yeah, but then talking to Charlie, he was saying that, so we pulled our alterations works, etc., and he was saying, to be honest, by the time you moved in, once you've taken over the lease, they don't really care. You can kind of do what you want within reason. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, I wish I'd never said anything about the alterations now. Mezzanine floor they've not really touched. Fair enough. They said, look, it's fixtures for the tenant, etc. We're not doing it. Okay. Downlights have been left by a halogen. We all know halogen's being banned very soon. Obviously, I don't change it to LED, but yeah, usual. Didn't do anything with this grid ceiling. Lots of exposed fire compartments, which is kind of ironic, being what I was asked about the refurb bit. But this is the bit that gets me the most. Okay. So I thought they were doing an ERCR. Doesn't seem like they have, because if they have, and let's keep in mind the guys have been in and replaced and put in these lights. And I would argue that middle one there is a slightly different colour. Certainly different colours to the rest of them. Anyhow, look at this. Wow. Oh yeah, that looks safe. And that. And then we've been left with some mem shield boards. Obviously they're rings, which in commercial, I hope you all know, but commercial there might be rings, there might be formula radials, but I'm betting they're rings, and in commercial you shouldn't be using rings because of loading, balancing, etc. And this is the other board that's been left in. So it seems like we've been left with a lot of stuff that we have to deal with ourselves. This wall's been left like this because again the cupboards were left in. We've got cables which present a risk in the event of a fire. Yummy. So yeah, I'm not thrilled. Not thrilled at all. Frustrated. Anyway, kind of, you know, they replaced the. I said, "Oh, we're going to refurb the downstairs toilet." They said, "Yeah, we'll refurb the downstairs toilet." But they must have taken that as literally the toilet, because they did the toilet and nothing else. Maybe no, I don't think they did the light. I think the light was already here. So yeah, there's been a lot left for us, which is very, very frustrating. Ceiling height is pretty low down here. I think I've taken a note of it. I think it's 2.15 or it's 2.05. So this is the lowest point. The lowest point is this beam here. Arguably, actually, I need to check the height of the stuff over that side. But yeah, got to find my tape measure. So yeah, it's been left not particularly well refurbed, I would have said. Good fun. So I think day dot we need to come in with pot paint maybe. I don't know. I know it is just a manufacturing base, but I want it like pristine. And this is why I need these days beforehand to sort this stuff out, because I'm gonna just like rip the out of it. Like, may as well almost start again, because I'm sorry guys, sorry for all the swearing, but it's awful. It's yeah, not exactly pleased. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.